Coast to Coast in the house. What's up, bud?
Your show with the hosts with the most. This is
Sure.
from the coastesses and the coastesses.
The most of the coast of the host.
The most
You eat
ghost
toast?
hosts.
Toast back scratcher?
You want a toast back scratcher? Like, subscribe, comment, share the chat out of our hat. Check the link tree in the description below and buy our hat
That's
because we deserve
not?
nice things, and we want your money, people.
right. Yes, we do. Give us some.
Everybody else in the world out there is like, hey, if everybody just, if 80,000 people cash apped me $1, I'd have $80,000. And if everybody did that for everybody, we'd be all debt free and blah, 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 blah. No, fuck that. Buy our shit so we can make some profit.
Well,
We need it.
If we were pretty girls with some boobs sitting here, they would be buying our shit.
Hey, dude, I got cleavage, bro. I can,
What?
I can't really, never mind.
Was that one
Damn it.
girl, the model or something, that was selling her jarred farts? She was
Oh,
making-
God. What was it? It was like 200,000, right? Is that what you
Something
made? It was like
stupid, yeah.
$200,000.
I'm like,
Let me
really?
fart in a mason jar and mail it to people. If you think about it, dude, that's kind of genius.
Well, there's some.
Well, and then nowadays you've got that damn what's that pay to play site that they got the fans thing, OnlyFans. OnlyFans. Dude, you got people on there making thousands.
Never heard of it.
OnlyFans. Thousands, plural, of dollars a month, literally sending people pictures of their fucking feet.
What?
Yeah.
While I
Yeah.
bust my ass every day breaking my body and
Yeah.
bring home butter,
Yeah.
these people
Yeah.
go, here's a picture of my foot. Oh man, here
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah. Could you imagine that, dude? You get some message from some like just nasty-fied, old, greasy, fat, hairy guy eating the damn chicken thigh. Send me a picture of your big toe, baby. Here's $30. Like, dude, no, it's just wrong.
Here's 30 bucks.
And don't get me wrong.
Toe. Oh,
I
make
did-
sure there's some funger in there. I like the green. It's
Put
patina.
some of that jam on my toast. But like, don't get me wrong. I do not have an OnlyFans page or whatever the hell they're called, account, I guess.
I'm wondering.
I've never been on there, but I've seen it all over YouTube, dude. Like, it's basically a porn site, from what I understand now, is what
Brett,
it turned
You
into.
might want to check his computer.
Honey, come check the computer. Prove to the people that I don't do nothing. Here, I'll share my screen. I don't give a shit. Nah, we don't got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that.
So, dude, did you see I added some new designs on our shirts? got a
I
couple new
did, and the
designs.
people out there need to click on the
You
dang
need to go
link
see
tree
it, man.
and go look at the stuff. And don't just scroll through the first page.
Yeah.
Go to the good shit. We put all the good shit on the very last page, but you got to scroll through all the pages first.
Well, on your first
Hint,
page,
hint,
you got
wink,
like
wink.
featured son of a bitch.
Items.
Like groups of items. So you can click on like coast to coast and it's all our different stuff for coast to coast or whatever. But there's
Do
some
work,
stuff
be
that's-
humble,
Yeah, well, there's some stuff that's not in a group. It's just you gotta just
unapologetically offensive.
yeah, you just gotta look for it. Beast
Just saying.
Life. I made Beast Life a new line. It's kind of cool.
I like how you did it with the little A in there, so it's almost
Yeah.
like it says best life.
Well, that's what it is,
Beast Life.
dude. That's
awesome.
exactly what I did.
It's a killer design.
Because I
dude.
like
love it.
four wheeling and I like camping, and to me that's my best life. But at the same time, it's a wheeler in the picture, so it's best but beast.
But also, you got to remember, you're a beastly dude. Look at that growth on your
Dude,
chin.
Does it look?
Look
better?
at your face, squirrel.
Doesn't it
it's a
look
beast.
thicker? Remember, it used to look real thinned out.
Did you trim it up a little bit?
Well, I was shaving too much from the neck area, so it was making it thin. So I started letting it grow, and I trimmed the front back to where it would come. Oh, now the neck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's full.
Now what you got to do is just let the neck beard grow into the
Exactly.
face beard,
That's what I'm
and you'll
working
have
on.
this big, thick, lush freaking forest.
That's what I'm working on.
This forest on your face forest.
Forrest Gump on my face.
You would
shut
like
up.
that. You would like that.
I'm pretty tired. I think I'll go home now.
I think I'm gonna sit down on next phase.
I hope he wiped.
Oh man. So I have a question for you.
Oh, I have an answer.
I know things are picking back up with, you know, work and life and this and that and the other and events and shit that we got to do.
Yeah.
How are you handling it and how you keeping up? And do you have any words of wisdom for the masses? Because dude, my life has been a freaking roller coaster
Tell me
the
about it.
last 3 months, but it's been
So,
good. It's
like,
been fun.
have you also had where not only with work and stuff, but even home life? Because you know, when spring hits, you got all the oh man, we got to clean this shit out. There's a freaking
Mhm.
winter mess everywhere.
Yep.
So yeah,
We're going through that right now because you know we just had Megan's first birthday party.
yeah, it's
Right.
ridiculous.
Luckily today, well, tomorrow morning is trash and recycle. So we've got 2 big ass recycle toters. We've got 1 decent sized
Ooh.
trash toter, right? And there's so much stuff, dude, that all 3 of the cans have been full since her birthday. It's Thursday right now. Her birthday was on Saturday. So I have trash bags from just the weekly trash. I've got 3 50-gallon trash bags literally sitting on the ground
They can't go in
next to the 3 big ass toters
in there. Yeah.
because they're already to the point where the lid, right, instead of coming down, is sitting like this.
Yeah.
I can't fit nothing else in there because Megan had a birthday party and we got so much trash. It's crazy.
It is crazy.
Right? So how do you deal with it? How do you cope with it? How do you keep pushing forward and all that? Like what's your motivation to just, instead of being this fucking sucks, oh man, just screw it, I'm going to bed, right? How do you find the motivation to get the fuck up in the morning and get your ass to work and do what's necessary? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And don't say bills. Bills. We got bills.
No, dude, honestly, you know what it did to me? So already the podcast starting going, like we would not horribly long ago got the store going, so I'm trying to get the design and we're trying to get the store up and running, and me and Linda are getting the legal stuff and
Yep.
chaos, plus trying to do this, plus then Camp Lejeune kicked in and it got super busy. Luckily, work hasn't really gotten going right. So I was able to sit here.
Yeah, because you were in your slower winter months for work, right?
And I'm like, my creativity was high. Like we were pumping out designs and whatnot. And then when spring,
oh, you and I had a conversation just the other day about our creativity and oh, dude, I hope you're going to transition into that. I'll let you tell the story.
So spring hits, and now I got still this stuff, and the store needs stuff still. I'm trying to figure out how to get ads going. I'm still trying to do that. The coast to coast thing.
Meanwhile, let's be transparent with the listeners and the viewing audience from the tubes of you. Yours truly has basically been freaking non-existent except for recording days because of my new job.
I'm doing a lot by myself.
I'll get into that. Yeah, I'll get into that after you're done. But yeah, Nick's been flying solo basically behind the scenes, y'all, which is freaking terrible.
Well,
it's messed up.
When you love it, you do it. So even Ferris, his job's picked up. He's gotten new bosses and some people he's got to train. So even so there's a couple of times where I'm doing all this and now I got to take, because I did all the editing, remember? But then Ferris took that off my back and I was like, oh. Okay,
yeah, you're able to breathe.
Well, now I'm doing all these other things. I'm like, oh crap, I got to do the editing, and it's like last minute. But then it kicks in spring, and my garage is packed. We got to get ready for so I'm trying to get all this stuff together. Plus, where I work on the RVs and campers. Now that's kicking in. Everybody's like, I want my camper, and dude, it's fucking chaos.
Spring is sprung, and I want to go camping. Where's my shit?
So then I get up. I go do that camper crap. I come back. I do some things at home. Linda did most of the garage because it's too much. But while it was sitting there, like, I don't know about you, but it's like it's stressing my brain out.
Mm-hmm.
So when I finally get into camper in the evenings like I do to try to do anything I got to do with this, dude, for a few 2-3 weeks, I'm sitting there in front of the computer and I'm just like staring.
I got nothing just
fucking
blocked.
Happening. So I'll go, okay, let's click on here. And I'm trying to look at like our social media, and I'm trying to look at things to try to get the damn gears to go. And it's like there's a cog out of place, and it just won't move.
Stuck.
So I turn on Photoshop. I'm like, maybe I'll try to get a design, and I'll open up a new tablet, and I'm like, and I literally will find myself. It's kind of like when we talked about driving.
Mhm.
Sometimes you're driving and also
Mhm.
you go, how did I get here?
How'd I get here? Because you don't
Yeah.
remember the last 35, 40 minutes.
I'm sitting here, and then all of a sudden, it's like 10 minutes went by, is what it felt like, and all I was doing was just fucking staring at the screen, and I was just lost.
It's just like, shit.
I'm
Fuck
like,
this. I'm gonna go play a video game.
I can't think, man, at all. It was like I'm wanting to sing because I haven't done a ton lately, and
Yeah.
I just can't fucking. So finally, Linda takes care of a lot of the garage. We get shit to camp done. My boiler's all fixing at camp, and I've got dude. I've done so much work at the damn shop. It ain't even funny. It's starting to roll. So the other day, I picked up, I opened Photoshop, and I opened a project I started like a week ago, and that's the one where it says, what the hell does it say? Nothing like marshmallows and moonlight.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
That came out fucking cool, dude.
That
was
one's
a lot
awesome.
Of work. It was a shitload
I like that
of
one.
layers. I opened it up and I look at it because it was only half done and I was frozen.
Yeah.
It was not working. And it must be coming back because I opened it up. I was like, boom, there it is.
I tell you what it is, bro. I think it's stress, dude.
It is.
I think it's just you've got so much on your mind with all the stuff that you need to get done outside of the designs and stuff are stuff that need to get done, but that's more of a want, I think, than a need, right? As in the garage needs to get done. The stuff at work needs to get done. Their priority, right? So everything else has to kind of take the back burner, which means I think your creativity took a back burner.
It did, dude. I couldn't. When I'm in bed, it's like when I'm trying to do anything. If I tried to go on Photoshop and do something, fuck, the garage is still packed. Fuck, I got 13 campers. What am I going to do about that? Man, campus. I hope we can get over to camp because that's going to have. Oh man, I got to do the store, man. We ain't done this yet. Linda, it's like all these things are going through my head, and when you do that, you can't, because when you can't. Usually it's like if I'm in the shop and I need to clean up a spot and it's all this shit and you're like overwhelmed. What do I do?
Yeah.
So what do? You just push yourself and you go, okay, I'm going to grab that and move it. And you just kind of start doing it. But in this situation, I can't, because when I start to just try to do one thing, my brain's going, well, don't forget that. And don't forget that over there. And I got no.
So your ADHD is kicking in. I get it.
And there's no, then I go,
yeah.
Oh, what was I doing?
Yeah. Yep. And at the end of the day, not only is it physically draining, but it's mentally and emotionally draining, because the emotional part comes from, well, I got all this shit accomplished, but nothing that I wanted to.
That's right.
That's been my every single day.
Oh, it's mine
for the last like 100 days or so since I got my promotion at work.
You know what's crazy? When you talk about like physical and mental tired and all that, in the same aspect of how I used to talk to about how I don't like getting angry, because it takes me a lot to get hot enough. And if you get me hot enough to fight, well, now I'm even madder because I'm mad that you made me go where I don't want to be, let alone mad, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's doubling the anger. Same thing with that. Like, if you're mentally stressed or tired, plus you're physically tired and you're emotionally tired,
then it's time to go to bed.
Well, here's the thing, though.
Just saying.
So, this is the thing, right? This thing has made me emotionally, physically, and mentally tired. This is doing it. But the emotionally tired will make you physically tired.
Yep.
The physically tired will make you emotionally tired. So they're, you know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. It's like you got all three of those, and they're making it worse.
The worst part is when you're physically exhausted, right? But mentally just wired.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude.
Where you just feel like you can't move, but your brain's like, how you doing?
Yes, exactly. Your body is just dead, but your brain won't stop.
Yeah.
That's what I deal with on the majority of the nights, dude. Like 99% of the time.
I have a lot of nights like that.
Yeah, I'm in a very, very similar boat. Most of my stuff is work related, right? So I've got 2 departments that I'm managing right now, and I'm about to inherit a third, right? So I'm gonna have 3 departments. The one department revolves around what I've specialized my career towards, right? So that one's kind of like, it's coming easy, right? There's a lot of things that I want to do with that one. Like I need to develop and write IOPs, internal operating procedures. Other folks out there in the universe might refer to them as standard operating procedures or SOPs, right? Where I work, they call them IOPs. I need to make them. I need to write them. I need to develop them from scratch because, get this, for the last 30 years of existence, they've never existed on paper.
That's pleasant.
It's just literally been the previous, managers or whatever saying, hey, we're going to do it X, Y, and Z way. And then they're essentially playing the telephone game. And you know how that goes, dude.
Oh, yeah.
And then I step in and I'm like, okay, so all this stuff that they told you needed to be done, yeah, that's actually wrong. Some of it's illegal. So I need to sit down and I need to write these. But, oh my God, I get into work and I have not been able to do the things that I want to get done, which are these very important, developing the operating procedures and amongst other things as well. I got to train the staff. I got to do all kinds of stuff. But I constantly get pulled away. Like this morning, for example, the second I got in, I wasn't in my office for any more than 3 minutes before I had 3 other staff members coming in. Hey, we got to do this and we got to do it right now. And I'm over here going, why? So, of course, I did it because I'm the only one that can. And I can't say what it was, but 2.5 hours goes by. It took 2.5 hours.
Oof.
Last week, I had to do it got dropped in my lap, same kind of thing, spur of the moment, no warning, no notice, no nothing. And it was a project that ended up taking me 3.5 days to do. Again, I can't do my job when I'm doing these other things that I'm getting pulled away for. And dude, I'm in there. I've been averaging up until this month. So the previous 2 months, I was averaging 14.5 to 16-hour work days, Monday through Friday.
Brutal, man.
It's insane. Monday through Friday, 14.5 to 16 hours. This month, I've dwindled it down and I'm now averaging 10.5 to 12-hour days. So I'm kind of proud.
Wow.
I legit, this is only the second time it's happened. I said, F it today, and I worked 8 hours. And I did hard stop at 4:30 this afternoon. I'm like, I'm going home.
I know the feeling. The other day I stopped and I was hard, and I was like, fuck, man.
Yeah. There was, you disgust me. You disgust me.
Dude, I'm the same way. Maybe not, I don't know. You
wake up
going
hard.
on, but it's like I told you, my cousin, when I'm working on the shop, and I'm trying to work on one camper, and he's going, Nick, come look at this.
Gerbil.
And then I'll go, well, it's that. And then he kind of walks away, and I'm doing that. And I'm waiting. I got that over there going, Nick, you got to check this out. And I'm going to the next one. And now I got 3 of them I'm working on at the same damn time.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. It's literally every single day that I leave work, right? I start my drive home. I got about an hour drive home. Okay. And I think back on, okay, what did I get done today? Okay. I got X, Y, Z, 1, 2, 3. I got all these 86,000 things accomplished today. Cool. Why do I feel like crap? Why do I feel like I didn't get anything accomplished? Oh, because what I set out to accomplish today didn't get done. And it hasn't been done since day one.
And ain't that the truth? No matter, you could have done a shitload, like, man, I did good today.
Yeah.
But there was something that you needed and you had planned to do that you didn't touch, and it's like, fuck.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
it's crazy.
This is my little trick, my little secret. I guess I'll share with the world.
We get to hear a secret.
It's not going to be a secret much longer. Our 4 viewers, we went up to 4, from 3 viewers to 4 viewers, and we even increased 1 more subscriber, and we've got 2.5 now because Ferris finally joined. We all know.
Poor Ferris.
Sorry, buddy. Dude, I hope that didn't come out your nose, bro.
No, but I almost spit it all over my fucking camera.
I'm sorry. But the secret is this. Okay. There's always tomorrow. And tomorrow will always come until the day that it doesn't.
Actually, that's not true.
Tomorrow will always
Think
come
about
until
it.
the day that it doesn't.
Tomorrow never comes.
If tomorrow never comes.
Because tomorrow is today. When is it ever? Oh, it's tomorrow now. It's never. There's still tomorrow. Tomorrow never. You never get to tomorrow.
Well, yeah, tomorrow is tomorrow until it becomes today. I hear you.
Today is yesterday. Was today, and then another day.
But at the end of the day, too, it's you kind of got to think, okay, why am I doing this every single day? What's the reason? What's the motivation? And a lot of people,
stupidity.
Pretty much. A lot of people go, well, it's for my family, it's for my
Yeah.
bills, it's for my wife, it's for my kids, it's for me, it's for my employees, it's for my company, it's for XYZ, blah 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 blah. Right? Here's the deal: work to live. Don't live to work.
That's right.
There will always be tomorrow until there isn't. And sometimes
It's kind of like that song, dude.
Sometimes you just gotta take a deep breath and understand that even though you're leaving work, guess what? The work will still be there. That's job security right there, if you think about it, right? If you do your job, you do your job well, you get things, you eventually, I guess you could say, get things done. You prioritize things correctly, right? You do the things that have to get done. Like I said, I get pulled away from my actual job on a daily basis for hours on end. I get those things accomplished, and then maybe I get one or two things that I, quote, wanted to get done accomplished, and then I go home. Because tomorrow I get to try to do the things that I want to do again until I get pulled away. It is what it is. It's a never-ending cycle. It's always going to be that way. So guess what? Just fucking accept it, people.
I tried to, but it's hard. My brain's like, hey, don't forget.
No, I get you, dude. Yeah, I totally get it. And that's the thing. That's the biggest challenge, bro, is getting it through the head. Getting it to the point where you're like, okay, this is my life now. It's that whole saying, it is what it is.
But you know what I've
the
done?
most dangerous person on the planet is the it is what it is person.
What I've done, like you're saying,
it is what it is. Come at me, bro.
Let it be. I for so long worked literally 7 days a week doing my own thing and trying to get it rolling. So I'm every day, even through holidays, like just go. The age I am now, I'm like, where I'm at's where I'm at. It's not really making a difference whether I bust my ass 7 days or 5 days. It's not that big of a difference from what I do anyway. So last couple of years, I've been forcing myself slowly more and more to where now, like last season, I full-fledged. I am not working weekends. It's not happening. I'm done with weekends.
Good.
I've done it for too many years. I will not work weekends. I'm done.
Yep.
Because you keep doing that and you're burning the shit out of yourself and you're not getting any freaking quality time.
Yep.
And you know what? I tell you what helped me. With all this stuff like we're talking about, where this since Easter hit, my brain's been, oh my God, all the stuff I got to do. Linda was a huge help, and when she got that garage cleared out so I could work on the wheeler, that was like my brain I felt all this weight.
Yeah.
And getting things knocked out. But then when I got to go to camp last weekend and just do the stuff we like to do there and ride the wheeler, dude, I came back from
the reset,
and I was like, all right. And then all of a sudden, my brain's starting to work again, and I'm just starting to knock stuff out. Like I just needed that. See you later.
And that's the thing, dude. Everybody needs that reset time, that reset moment, that reset whatever.
Something to shut your brain off and just do that. That's fun. To not think about all the crap, because
exactly.
It creates chaos.
Exactly. I tell my staff members at work, I got this running joke. Because they always, Mets, how come you're always here so much, man? Dude, don't you have an off button? Like, what the hell? So my schedule, right? The schedule that they gave me is 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. It's a pretty desirable schedule, except for the fact that my kids get in the bath at 6 and my daughter's usually asleep by 6:30, and my son goes to bed at, sometime between 7 and 7:30. I got an hour, sometimes an hour and a half drive home, depending on if there's a traffic accident or road construction or whatever. So I leave at 4:30, or at least I try to. I try to leave between 4:30 and 4:45, because if I can do that, I can get home with enough time to where I can get a good, 30 to 45 minutes with my daughter, plus another 30 to 45 minutes with my son. So, I get time with the family. I do my best to leave between 4:30 and 4:45 every day. So to make up for that, I get in at 6 or 6:30 usually, unless something crazy happens, like what happened to me just the other night. And I shared that with you, right? I texted you, right? It was fucking 9:30, 10 o'clock p.m. my time. And I go, great, I got a graveyard person that's not going to be able to make it in tonight. I guess I'm be waking up at 2 a.m. And I legitimately got 3.5 hours of sleep. I got to work at 3:30 in the morning, and I stayed until 4 o'clock in the afternoon because I had to. Got to do it, right? Every once in a blue moon, things happen. It is what it is, especially when you're in the manager or director position or whatever, right? You have to make some sacrifices here every now and again. I'll tell you my biggest thing, and this is something that I instituted just a couple weeks ago. Okay, Fridays are sacred. Fridays are freaking sacred. 4 o'clock, 4 p.m. I don't care if I get to work at 10 a.m., 11 a.m., 12 p.m., 2 p.m. I don't give a shit. It does not matter when I get there. I'm leaving at 4 o'clock on Fridays.
Good on you. You got to, dude.
I set it in stone. And tomorrow's Friday. I don't know when I'm going to get into work. Hopefully I can get there normal time, right around 6:30. But 4 p.m. rolls around, done, out the door. Bye. Y'all need me? Text me, call me. Start my weekend. Why? Because as far as I'm concerned, when you're working 10 and a half, 12-hour days on a regular, you fucking earned it.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Especially when you're a salaried employee. Right?
Dude,
I don't get paid overtime.
When you have kids and stuff, you have to have time. They can't just steal your life away.
Exactly. That's why I said earlier, work to live. Don't live to work.
And I don't know about
I got an employee right now that just took a day off without pay because he didn't have enough PTO to cover it, PTO paid time off, right? He didn't have anybody's like, dude, I need the day. I'm going to spend it with my family. I said, dude, you understand you're not going to get paid for it, right? He goes, yeah, that's fine. I said, okay. I didn't give him any shit. I didn't say, no, you can't do that. Oh, we really need you. I didn't make him feel like crap. He wants to be with his family. He wants to be with his wife. He wants to be with the people that he loves, right? When he comes in, he's a hard ass worker. Take your day. Take it off. I got another one. Yeah, I got another one. One of my supervisors. He's got Fridays and Thursdays and Fridays off, right? Because I need him to be there on the weekend. So that's the schedule I gave him because he's the day shift supervisor, right? And I'm the manager. He's the supervisor. And he asked me earlier this week. He's like, bro, I really would like to have Saturday off. Done. Why? One, I'm the weekend person in charge of the entire facility this weekend anyways. I'm going to be there from 10 a.m. until whenever I go. They've got it scheduled for me to be there for a block of time, but you know me, I'll probably stay a little bit later. And I'm going to be there Saturday and Sunday. He wants Saturday off. I'm already going to be there. Okay. Enjoy your time with your family. Enjoy your time with your daughter that was literally born on the same day as my daughter, like hours apart.
Wow.
Go. I'm not going to stop you. You work your fucking ass off. You deserve it. And that's what paid time off's for, right? And he's using PTO. But yeah, dude, you just find whatever it is inside you that motivates you. I don't know anybody that wakes up in the morning and goes, nope, not doing it. And then gets up and goes to work with the mindset of, I'm not going to work today. If you have the mindset of, I'm not going to work today, you're not going to fucking go to work. You're going to call in, you're going to call off. You're going to say you're sick. You're going to come up with an excuse, even if there isn't one, or if there is a legit one, right? At the end of the day, whenever you get your happy ass out of bed and you make your way to work, there's a reason for it. Find the reason that actually matters, hold on to it, remind yourself that you're doing this for a purpose, and hopefully that purpose is going to lead you to something even better later on down the line, because when you're at work, you be the best motherfucker there.
I'm doing it.
You be
for
the
Ray.
hardest. Yeah, you be the hardest working son of a bitch in the entire facility. Somebody's going to see it. You're going to work your ass off. You're going to get trained up. You're going to get the knowledge. You're going to get the experience. You're going to get everything that you need. And guess what? You're going to start climbing that fucking ladder. And I'm talking to the younger folks right now. I'm not talking to the older folks that have already given up and said, fuck it.
Like
those older folks that have already given up and said, fuck it. Find whatever ignites your fucking fire. Reclaim it, because you ain't too old.
Yeah.
You're never too old. I don't believe that shit for a fucking second.
Well,
anyways, that's just me.
I do have mornings where I never, dude. If I sleep for 5 hours or I sleep for 12 hours, no matter what I do, I wake up like exhausted, like I just went to bed 30 minutes ago.
I'm the same. I'm exactly the same.
So
and you know what, dude? That's that brain thing. You got to turn the brain off. Well, and that's what I struggle with the most.
The only way I can do that, it don't always work, but it's been working well, is I can't go to bed unless I'm totally exhausted. So I'll sing, I'll do something, or I'll watch TV shows until I'm like doing this. And then I get into bed and I do my readings that I do at night, and then say my prayers, and then all of a sudden I'm out. Like, if I try to say, look I'm sick of waking up so exhausted, I'm going to try to go to bed a little early tonight, and I go to bed at 11 and I just lay there, it ain't happening. It's just not
you know what you got to do, buddy? You know what you got to do? I can't, because we're a federal facility, right? And, you know, even though it's legal, I still can't have a bad drug test, but, you know, they got herbs for that, pal.
Oh, I know. There was a day, but I can't.
I am in no way, shape, or form endorsing that, by the way. Like I said, I can't, and I won't, and I don't.
So I do have my mornings where I wake up and I look, and usually it's always the same damn times. Oh, 7:30, I can get a little bit more. Oh, we're at 7:45. Oh, I can get this a little bit more.
Oh, you do that too?
Yeah. But the problem is sometimes I've gone 7:30. All right, I'm just going to lay here for a few more minutes. 9:30? What the fuck? Like, how? But I have had mornings where I wake up and I just feel so like I can't even open my eyes, and I'm going.
That happened to me this morning.
What is the excuse I can't go in today? There's got to be a reason I can't make it. There's got to be a reason.
Oh, that didn't happen to me today. Yeah, I have no choice. I have to go.
I go. I get up. Get some coffee and.
But no, the scenario that you just gave, that happened to me literally this morning, because that 3:30 a.m. until 4 p.m. was literally just yesterday. So I went to bed last night. Get this, dude, you'll get a kick out of this, because you know I usually get 3.5 to 5 hours of sleep, maybe max, right? I've shown you the stats on my phone from my watch tracking it. You saw the night where I got an hour and a half of sleep, and you're like, bro, how are you functioning? Remember that shit? Dude, last night, get this. I crawled into bed at 8:45.
Really?
p.m. Yes, 8:45. I set my alarm for 5:30 in the morning. Next thing I know, my wife is shaking my foot, saying, honey, I'm taking the kids to school. It's fucking 6:30. I open my eyes. That's nice. And bro, I fell back asleep again. So I slept through my alarm. My wife couldn't wake me up. And by the way, that was like the third or fourth time that she tried. Apparently, she was telling me about it this afternoon. Luckily, I woke up and I looked at my phone and it said 6:45. I slept from 8:45 p.m. until 6:45 a.m.
That comes from your not sleeping, man. Just you had that.
And I was still exhausted.
That's how I am. Regardless, I still wake up like. It wasn't too many weeks ago. Remember you had that where, what was it? You came home and you just passed out and you said you were out for like 12 hours.
19 hours.
Yeah.
19 hours. I slept for 19 hours
There was
straight.
a couple those weeks where you were like getting no hours. You were working nonstop. And I was like,
Yeah,
dude,
the
it's gonna
first
catch you. It's gonna fucking
the
catch
first
you.
3 weeks that I was in my new position. Yeah. That very first week, my very first day, I got in at 6 a.m. and I did not leave until it was like 7 p.m. or whatever. And I told my wife that that week was going to be a crazy week and I was going to be scarce around the house and whatnot. And then at that point in time, I only had 4 staff members also, remember?
Yeah.
Now we've been hiring like hotcakes, dude. I got 10 staff
Yeah.
members and 2 more on the way right now.
I like hot
Or I'm sorry, 9 staff members and 2 more on the way right now. But I was going in and I was covering graveyard lunches 3 days a week. So I was waking up at 1:30 in the morning so that I could leave at 2 and be there by 3 when their lunch starts, cover them from 3 to 4. And then I was still staying until 5:30, 6 o'clock. I did that for 3 weeks. And then Nick was absolutely right. It caught up to me. I got into work. It was a wake up at 1:30 a.m. kind of day. Woke up at 1:30, left at 2, got there by 3. They went to lunch. 9:30 in the morning rolled around. 9:30 in the morning. Because I remember it. I said, I've been awake already for 8 hours. I've been here for 7 of them. I'm going home. And my boss, who's the main head honcho of the entire facility, I report directly to him. There's nobody higher than him, right? He goes, yeah, you look like you need to go sleep. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go home. 9:30 in the morning, bro. I got home 10:30, got out of the shower at like 10:45. I laid down in bed at 10:50 a.m. and I did not wake up until the next fucking day.
You're, yeah.
My wife just let me sleep. Oh, and by the way, I slept on the couch. On the couch because I went out there with a blanket, put a pillow down, turned on the TV, never even selected anything to watch. She just let me sleep on the couch that long. 19 hours, bro.
You needed it, man.
Luckily, the next day was Saturday. So we're good. I didn't have work the next day. But yeah, no, that was just shit. It was what, 2.5 months ago?
Do you ever wake up in the morning and think it was another day that it wasn't?
Every day, dude. Every day, with the exception of Thursdays. I wake up, oh, what day is it? Thursdays, I wake up, I'm like, podcast day, bitches. Like, I don't care what's going on today. I'm gonna hang out with my people tonight. It's gonna be a good day. I'm above ground. It's a great fucking day. Tomorrow, I'm gonna wake up and be like, why does it feel like Tuesday? I just know it. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, right? Because like I said, tomorrow's gonna come until it doesn't.
I just remember.
And guess what? When tomorrow doesn't come, you ain't got nothing to worry about no more anyway.
Yeah, right.
Just saying. I know where I'm going.
I remember a time when I was in high school and I woke up and it was like going on 9 in the morning. It was like late in the morning.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit. I jump up on the couch. I'm running across. I fell asleep out in the thing. I'm running. I'm trying to get clothes on. I'm fucking late for school. Oh, it's fucking Saturday.
Yeah, I've done that. I've done that for work.
What are you doing? I went right back to the fucking bed. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God.
I did that. It was 3 Sundays ago. 3 Sundays ago. I've got Saturdays and Sundays off, except for this weekend coming up. But yeah, 3 Sundays ago.
It's the most weird feeling because you're just like, oh fuck. And you're just in a frantic. And then all of a sudden you go, oh shit.
Well, and what's weird, dude, is you wake up, you have that thought, right? And you're like instantly energized because you got all this adrenaline rushing through your veins and everything now, right? And you're just like, oh my God. And then you come to, basically. And the funny thing that you say, you went back to bed. I went back to bed. And guess what? I slept like a baby. It was just like,
It's like
and that next little 3-hour nap, was the best nap of my
Dude,
life.
it's like, how do I explain it? Because you're so hyped up, freaking out, like, oh fuck. And then when you
Mhm.
realize it, it's such this huge fucking relief. We're just like, it's kind of like when they say to relax, like tense yourself up real hard and try to hold it, and then
Yeah.
just relax.
Yep. Yep.
It's kind of like that.
Oh yeah.
You're so pumped up, and then it's like,
Yep.
or
Now
it's
I
kind of like,
will. I will say this. I will also say this. And I think this is we're coming up on the last little piece of what we can say because I think we've only got about 15, 20 minutes left. So we gotta watch what we're doing here. We don't got Ferris or Mary tonight to keep us on track. And y'all know how Nick and I can go. You saw that 4-hour pilot, right? Anyway, this is the last little piece that I want to put out there for this one. What I will say about my current position. I know I've talked about, oh man, it's grueling, this and that and the other, and blah 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 blah. I fucking love what I do. I love every single second of it. Even when I'm getting taken away from all that shit that I want to get done, I fucking love my job now. It's
cool.
amazing. In my mind, I'm doing what God put me on the planet to do. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing what I was meant to do.
It makes it a lot easier when you like what you're doing.
Exactly. So for me, when I have that day where it happens late at night, for example, 2 nights ago, hey, I'm not going to be able to make it from the graveyard officer. Well, shit, I guess I'm waking up in 3.5, 4 hours. I don't mind it. That doesn't bother me. I'm like, cool. I like going to work now a lot. I liked going to work when I was teaching at the facility. I like it even better now. So this is the thing. You know how people always say it doesn't matter how much you get paid so long as you do what you love? That's a bunch of fucking horse shit. Because if you're doing what you love and it's literally your sole form of income and it's not affording you a life, remember what I said before, work to live, don't live to work, then all you're doing with your little hobby is living to work, because you're doing whatever you can do to get to the next little tiny paycheck that you're getting from whatever it is that you love. And I'm not dogging on anybody. Like, if you can get by and you're happy, by all means, awesome. So long as you're happy. But if you're waking up every single day and you're dreading waking up every single day because of the fact that you got to go to work, it's time for a new job, boo-boo. Mm-hmm. Seriously, it is time for something new. And I'm not saying quit your shit right now. Do not do that. Be smart about it. Get the next job first. Get the one that you want. Get the pay that you deserve, the pay that you need, right? So that you can have a little bit less financial stress if that's something that's stressing you out. And once you've secured that, turn in your fucking 2 weeks and go be happy.
Right.
Do it.
Don't live miserable. It ain't worth it.
No. Or maybe assess where you're at, see where you can cut back on X, Y, and Z to make yourself feel a little bit less stressed out. Right. And then maybe you can make it last longer. I don't know. Got all choked up.
Cigarettes.
I got all choked up, man. Think about me. And my eyes are like watering like some bitch over here. The allergies are killing me. Dude, I'm on Allegra, Zyrtec, and Flonase, bro. All of them. And my eyes are still watering. They're still super itchy.
Eyes look pretty booked out.
Dude, they're super red. Like yesterday. Oh my God. Yeah, yesterday. One of my people at work, we're having a conversation, and it's me and a group of them, right? A group of the people I manage. And she goes, Metz, what's wrong with your eye? So what do you mean? She's all, your eye's all jacked up. I said, which one? This one or this one? She goes, that one. I said, this one? She goes, yeah. I said, I don't know. I don't feel anything. Dude, I went out to my car because I was getting ready to go home. I looked in the rearview mirror, popped my head up, and my whole white of my outer part of my left eye just bloodshot red, completely bloodshot red. And I'm over here like, I look like I just smoked 86 freaking doobies. And nobody mentions this all day until the moment I'm getting ready to go home. What the hell? Like, what the shit? It was nuts, man. What can you do? It's allergy season, people. And by the way, we all know what that means. It's not allergies. If they're COVID signs and symptoms.
Oh, it's Rona.
Just saying. I struggle with that every day because we have this questionnaire app thing that we have to fill out, this health questionnaire, right? And it has the questions on there like, are you exhibiting any signs and symptoms of coronavirus? Bro, I'm like, I've been exhibiting signs and symptoms of COVID for 35, almost 36 fucking years. I'm allergic to the outside.
That's why
I love being
I
outside, but I'm allergic to it.
Yeah, I come across articles and shit. It's like 7 new symptoms you need to know. I'm like, no, I fucking don't.
Right.
Scroll.
Right. So it's like, because stuffy nose, right? Headache, fatigue, tiredness, body aches, cough. Okay, check. I'm fine. I've been dealing with that my entire life. Right. You trying to tell me I've had COVID for 35 years? Just saying. Now, to go along with that, I did catch COVID recently, like 2 months ago. And guess what? Nothing happened. My wife got knocked on her ass for like 7 days. I felt bad, dude. She was like bedridden for like 4 days straight. So I was doing work. I was taking the kids to school. She was picking the kids up, right? And doing everything that she could for about an hour or so, because she's actually picked them up later than normal. But I was rushing home. I get home, I take care of the kids, and she'd go back to bed, and then it was just me with the kids, and then do it all over again the next day, right? 4 days straight, she was like damn near bedridden. And I'm over here like, hey, I'm positive for COVID. And by the way, what I mean by go to work is I would take the kids to school. I would come home, and I worked from home.
Yeah, they had
with COVID. With COVID. And like I said, there were a couple days she'd go get the kids. But it's just like, fuck, dude. Nothing. I tested positive. Didn't do shit.
I know a few people have tested positive recently, and it didn't do shit to them.
I feel lucky considering that, there's people out there that have caught it and have legitimately, passed away. We're not going to get into all that. I'm not going to go into my philosophies or other people's thoughts or any of that stuff on that. We're going to let that just be where it is. I legitimately feel bad that people have lost loved ones, and I'm over here like, yeah, I was totally fine. But it just made me think, like, after 2 years, right? Because remember, I told you I thought I was going to die in November and December of 2019. And then March of 2020, the entire world shuts down, and my brain went, I think that's what I had. Right?
Yeah.
So I think I had it. I'm like 99.9% positive I had it before it became a thing. And then here we are, I catch it again and nothing happens. It makes sense. Yeah, right? Because of the immune system and how your immune system works. And if y'all really want to have that debate, go learn some science. Just saying. But at the same time, I'm like, fuck. This thing that just did nothing to me
just took out people.
Has taken people.
But
that's what's fucking crazy, bro.
Health issues though too.
Well, we cannot guarantee that.
We can't guarantee anything these days, man. It's fucking America.
And also, we've got to be careful with what we say around this topic because they might shut it down on this episode, buddy.
Because we're liars.
Are we? I didn't think I was.
I didn't think I was either, but
I mean, maybe sometimes. I got a 12-inch ruler sitting in the drawer. Anyway,
We're liars.
but well, and that's the other thing too. We just recently, what was it? It's like 3 weeks ago, 3.5 weeks ago, they lifted the whole mask mandate thing at
nice.
where I work. I also live in a state where it's not mandated anymore. I'm not going to say what state it is just in case YouTube or anybody else wants to say that's false information. But where I work and the state that I live in, the mask mandate has been lifted. Last week, guess what work did? Hey, masks are back on.
So are they still on?
Yeah.
They are?
And I know when it's going to be lifted again, projected to be lifted again. I can't say it on here. Just because I don't know, if I work. I don't know if I work with anybody who's going to listen to the show.
You don't?
I have shared our podcast with a few of the folks that I work with. So I gotta be careful. I gotta be careful. I tell them straight. I tell them straight up. I can't. So someone asked last Friday, because I worked from home last Friday. Technically, I took last Friday off because I told my boss I'm going to do a bunch of yard work to get ready for my daughter's birthday on Saturday. And he's like, okay, fine. But there were so many meetings scheduled. I'm like, fuck it. So I still worked like 3.5, 4 hours on Friday. And they saw this setup. They saw my microphone, right? I didn't use these headphones. I used my in-ear monitors that I got for Smule because I didn't want to be all goofy on there. But one of them made a comment in the little chat box, and they go, "Man, you just start a podcast." I texted,
really?
I typed back. I said, "I already got one." And they go, "Oh, what is it? What's it called? Share the link." Blah 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 blah. So I typed in there, and then I capitalized, "Can't tell you."
I can't tell you.
But no, like everybody that I've actually shared our podcast with, I've told them straight up, don't watch it. Like, here's the link. Don't watch it. Don't listen to it, because if you already don't like me, you're gonna fucking hate me. And if you like me already, you're gonna fucking hate me. And if you love me, you're just not gonna like me anymore. Don't watch it.
Don't watch it.
Go watch it.
Just
go watch it.
Just
because if they agree with me, that's even better.
That's right.
But I'm trying not to share any feelings or opinions right now in that regard with the current subject matter, because I've talked about the current subject matter enough. I think it's at this point, it's just like beating a dead horse.
Yeah, that's what I just want to say. At some point, you just gotta be like, you know what?
Yeah.
Let the damn dice roll and whatever.
Yeah. Hey, I got a question for you, bud, because
7.
you know, thank you.
5 plus 2
Thank
7.
you. 5 plus 2 is 7. Oh, and 42.
Yeah.
42 is important. Anyway, I haven't been able to keep up on TikTok, YouTube, world events. I don't know hardly anything about what's going on anymore because I'm so damn busy. Are they letting unjabbied people fly on airplanes?
I don't know, but they're not making them wear masks and stuff like that. There's a lot of mandates. They said, forget it, ain't happening.
My dad told me about that one because he was pissed. They lifted that one 2 days after they got back from a trip to Arizona to see family, and they flew.
There are a lot of places saying they're no longer caring if people got jabbed or not.
I'm just wondering if you can fly.
I'm not saying who.
I just want to know, like, maybe somebody can type it in the comments. Can I fly on an airplane because I never got the Fauci ouchie? I never got a pokey poke.
I don't see why you can't.
The reason why I ask is because there's a possibility that work might be sending me somewhere that could potentially require a plane ride.
Where?
Not anywhere near you. It's actually in the same state that I'm in.
What
just
the fuck
down
you
south.
On a plane for then?
Because it's only like an hour flight, apparently, but it's like a 8.5 hour drive. And I told him straight up, I'm like, I'll drive
somewhere. Come on.
I know, right? Just send me to New York. I want to go out near Tonawanda. Where the fuck is that?
There's actually a cert that says that.
Send me to Niagara Falls. That'd be cool.
Go right over it.
But no. Oh, and by the way, I'm in Sacramento, y'all. Not gonna tell you what state still, because we've shared that a million times.
I think they were.
But no, dude, like I'm kind of curious now because the subject just came up today. Hey, we might be sending you to here. Oh, I can drive. Why? It's only like an hour flight. I didn't want to just blurt it out in the meeting because there were like 5 or 6 of us in there. Like, y'all remember I didn't get a pokey poke, right? Like,
Hello.
I don't know. I don't want to break no rules.
Why don't they just have there's so many planes, why don't they just have what the hell's the word? Like what is the I'm having a brain fart, dude. What's the word?
Get me a private jet. Is that what you're saying?
Well, when they have like when you got just a certain thing or a certain room just for just these people.
An isolation room on an airplane?
Well, no, not isolation room, but
segregation, discrimination. You want me to keep going?
I can't think of the word, but they should just have one plane that's for unjabbed people. You know what I'm saying? Get their own plane.
Oh, I hear you. I'd be down with that. I'm okay with that. That's a good idea. Let's do it. Let's make an airline. That's just
Coast to Coast Airline.
No, we're not going to call it Coast to Coast Airline, dude.
Why not?
Thank you for flying. Thank you for flying Coast to Coast Purebloods. Yeah, that's what I said.
When you fly this flight, you got to watch our podcast while you're flying.
Oh, I like that.
Nothing but podcasts.
I like that. And then no matter where you go, it could literally be the next town over. It's going to take a full episode to get there.
Yeah.
Not this one.
People buckle up because we have the pilot episode today, so we will be in the air.
Thank you for flying Coast to Coast Airlines. We understand that the next stop is only a 10-minute drive from where you boarded on this plane, but be prepared to be up in the air for about 4.5 hours. We've got the Coast to Coast pilot episode playing in the background and also the foreground. And by the way, here's some free headphones, and the display monitor is on the seat back in front of you. You don't have a choice.
We will be passing out coffee crisps.
Yeah. Dude, I'd sit through a 4-hour pilot episode of Coast to Coast for some free coffee crisp. Oh yeah, I'd sit through it for free. I did it like 16 freaking times. How many times did you and I watch the pilot together? 3.
More than that, dude. And it was within days of doing it. It was like consecutive days. We just kept watching it.
Back to back.
Dude, what are you doing? I'm halfway through the episode. Are you really? We get on a call and watch it together. Remember the one day you're like, I gotta go out to the smoke, but you had it that you're looking through the window.
Yeah. That was when the Xbox and the TV was still in. Well, it's Jacob's room now. It was before Megan was born. Dude, was that the one where we ended up watching the entire thing together from start to finish?
Entire thing. You were like, if I'm not mistaken, I can remember. I know one of them, anyways. But I think it was that one where you were like, "I'll watch the first little bit with you," but I got to. Next thing you know, we got through the whole fucking episode.
Yeah,
you weren't planning to do that. Hell, I was.
That's because it was the next day I had to work or whatever, and I had started watching it. It was like 9:30, right? And I was already tired. I remember that. I'm like, yeah, dude, I got to go to work tomorrow. I can watch like 30 minutes with you or whatever. Next thing I know, it's 1:30 in the morning. I'm like, bro, I got to go because I got to wake up in like 4 hours.
I'm going to watch it again. It's been so long, but I remember we were just like, I love it. It was funny.
Oh, yeah.
It was pretty good.
Good times. We used to have 6.5-hour phone calls.
Yeah, I mean, those were good.
Video calls.
Yeah.
We see each other. And then he gets busy.
Then he gets busy, and now it's like,
yeah.
Who? Brandon. Who the fuck?
What's your name?
Oh, Brandon.
No, that's not Nick. That beard's not the right color. Anyway, we hope you all had fun. We hope you all had some good advice. If it was good, and if we hope it was good. If it wasn't, well, fuck me. And on that note, don't forget, again, like, subscribe, comment, share the shit out of our shit. Hit the link tree in the description below, buy our shit. And we love you.
Yeah. Be good, people.
Oh.
Y'all got to comment stuff so we can have our own comments that we can read on here.
I want to read candid comments from coast to coast. Yes.
Yeah.
By the way, one last thing before we go. This is a special thank you that goes out to me. Thanks, me, for the question of the week. You're welcome.
What the?
We'll catch y'all next time.
Later, guys.
Love you, brother.
Peace.
Peace.